Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you guys don't know who I am, my name is Caitlin, and yeah. So, I saw this girl possessed by horror, and as always, do this video. And what she does is, at the end of every month, or beginning of like the new month, she'll go and she'll tell you guys all the movies she watched during that month. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start doing that. So, now since it's June, I'm going to let you guys know all the movies I watched during May. I'll give you guys my rating, my thoughts, and where I watched it at. So, that's just what I'm going to do. I hope you guys enjoy. We have 40 movies to get through. So, I'm going to try and be a little fast with these summaries, so I just hope you guys understand. But social medias are right there. Let's just get started. Okay, so the first movie we have is Apartment 407. And I gave that a 6 out of 10. And basically what it is about is we have a survivor of human or sex trafficking, whatever you guys want to call it. And what happens during the movie is this is her story. So like at the beginning it says that this is her story or whatever. And then what happens is that she goes and does this like modeling thing. And then, you know, clearly she gets drugged or something, then goes into Apartment 407, and then is basically used as a toy. So it's that, and it's very hard to watch, I'm not gonna lie, but the best part is that she does survive, so it is a survivor story, and that's what I liked about it. And at the end, it does show statistics about people, I think it's like less than 1% of people who go into human trafficking get out alive. So yeah, the movie was good. I watched it on Tubi. It is really sad because it happens every day, and that just makes it bad, and it actually happened to a person. So yeah, but that's it. Then we have Do Not Reply. I give that a 7.5 out of 10. This is really good. I actually really enjoyed this movie. I watched it on Tubi, and when I saw the trailer, it looked good, but it just didn't look that good. But the trailer, it's like that for like the first part, but then it changes to something you wouldn't expect. So that's kind of good. The trailer doesn't give everything away. But we have this girl, and then she meets this guy, and it's like a dating app, which is an app where you meet people and talk to them. So maybe like Tinder or something. And then they go to meet or to hang out, and then he drugs her. And then he basically, I think he has a condition because he was in love with this person named Sadie, and she was blonde. Her name was Sadie, and she was a cheerleader. So what he does is he goes after cheerleaders. So when he went to the Halloween thing, she wore like her cheerleader outfit, and then they had to dye her hair blonde. So it's kind of cool to just watch it. Like all the girls are like brainwashed into watching it, thinking that the name is Sadie and that they love the guy. And it's just her trying to figure out what the heck is going on, her trying to get out. So it is good. Really do recommend. And if they take it off Tubi, I will buy this on DVD. So yeah. We have The Girl Next Door, and I gave that a 6 out of 10. If you guys have watched An American Crime, it is very, very similar to that. So if you watch American Crime and you couldn't handle it, do not watch Girl Next Door. It's 10 times worse. But we have this girl and her little sister. Sister has one type of condition, I don't know what it is, but their parents died, I think, in a car crash, so they would go move in with their aunt. And what their aunt does is she tortures them, and then she has like the boys that like live there, and the neighbor boys all torture her, and then they rape her. So those hard parts are really hard to watch, and it's a true story, so that's what sucks even more, is knowing this actually happened to someone, and that her own aunt did that to her. But it's on Tubi, so if you guys want to watch, go watch it. It is good, it's just really hard to watch. We have The Crush, and I give that a 6 out of 10. Basically, we have this guy, and he's like a journalist, or a writer, whatever you want to call it, and he wants to find like this place to live. So he lives in these like people's rich house. Not rich house, guest house. And he rents and everything. But then like they have like a daughter, I think she's like 14 or 15. And he's like in his 20s, maybe 23. So she is in love with him, obsessed. So it's just kind of funny to watch this obsessed girl and see how far she will go to get this man to be hers. And if people get in her way. So it is good. It's on Tubi. Give it a watch. We have Chained. I gave that a 3.5 out of 10. Did not enjoy. We have the trailer that looked really good. Well, at least the clip I saw. We have this boy and his mom, and they go to watch a movie, and then they go in and get a taxi, and then the taxi tends to be a serial killer, and the mom does die. It's like the first 5 minutes, the mom dies. So basically what happens, this guy is a serial killer. He has a taxi driver, abducts women, does things to the woman, and then kills them, and then he makes the boy that he kidnapped, like his, little minion, not minion, his like apprentice, like it makes him do stuff for him. So there's that. It's really boring, really slow, and just doesn't have that much into it. And I wasn't a fan of the ending either. We have Eden Lake, 4 out of 10. I did not like this movie at all either. I was gonna buy it because I was like, it looked really good, and I heard good reviews, and I'm just gonna be honest, I am so happy I did not buy it, because if I did, I'd be like ticked. But it is on Tubi. It's not that good at all. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it has a 4 out of 10. And, like, I feel bad when I give movies a 6 out of 10, so. But we have this couple, and they go down to this lake because they're gonna, like, close it down to something. And then these teenage boys, and it's like one girl, I think, and they just terrorize the people, and it's just, these kids go so far from just messing around to actually hurting them. And then it's just, I didn't like the ending. I didn't like the way it was set up. And if you watch the trailer, if you're gonna watch Eden Lake, do not watch the trailer, because you basically see the entire movie in the show, and it shows the ending. So, okay, so we have VHS. I gave that a 5 out of 10. This one is on Tubi too. I did watch a lot of movies on Tubi, and I should have said this in the beginning, but Tubi is a free site. It does have ads, so it's like, you just go on Tubi. You don't have to make an account or anything. It's just you watch movies for free and there's ads. So that's what I watch a lot of my movies at. But we have VHS. Basically, these people go and they get paid to like steal stuff or to do like small stuff. So they go into this old house, and then they have to go and find this tape and then give it to someone. But then they end up watching the tapes, I think, and it's like a whole bunch of like different tapes. You know? Like, I can't explain it, but it is a whole bunch of just different tapes, and they're really weird. A lot of them are cringy, a lot of them are, like, kind of okay. I didn't really understand it, because I thought it was all just one tape, and I was like, what? So, that's why I didn't like it, because I just didn't understand it, and, like, just little short stories if it wasn't that good. So, there's that. We have Vile. I watched that one on Tubi, too. I give it an 8 out of 10. That one I really liked. If you have watched Hostel, then go and watch that one. Or if it's like Hostel, but basically what happens is these people get kidnapped, a group of friends, and then these other people are there. I think it's like 4 other people with like it's like 8 people, I think, I'm gonna guess. And then what happens is that apparently there's like this drug in your brain that like it gets set off whenever you're in pain or something. So what the people want you to do is they say, like, if you put yourself in pain and fill this up to 100%, then you can leave. So that's what they do. They're doing all these torture methods and everything to try to get 100% to try and leave. So it's good. I really enjoyed it. But if you do not have a stomach, if you did not like the Hostel series because of how much gore it was, do not watch it. It's on Tubi. It is good though. I have Stolen from the Suburbs. I gave that one an 8.5 out of 10. It is really good. I don't think it's based off a true story, but you can tell kind of like that it does happen. But basically what it is, it's about a girl, and then she gets kidnapped, and then basically sold into human trafficking. If you guys don't know what human trafficking is, it's basically where you get kidnapped, and then people pay your kidnappers to do whatever they want to you. So it shows the daughter and what she goes through, but it also shows the mom and her journey of trying to find the daughter. And I really like that, just because it shows, because you never really see like what the parents are doing or like how it is when they're gone or whatever. So I really like that. It showed how disgusting human trafficking is. It showed how difficult it is to find your kids. And it shows how like no one really pays that much attention to it until it happens to you. So it is good. I do recommend. We have Starry Eyes. I give that a 3 out of 10. Again, it's on Tubi. wasn't good. This girl basically sells her soul to the devil to get this part in this movie she's wanted. And it's just, I guess the devil takes over her body, so she starts to like die and like decompose, and it's just really disgusting. And she has to like leave all her friends and stuff, and it's just like completely like ruin her life to like start a new life or whatever. And it was boring. It made no sense, and I really didn't like it. So that's it. We have Leprechaun. I give that a 5 out of 10. That is on Netflix. Jennifer Aniston's in it. If you guys don't know who she is, she plays in Friends. She plays in a lot of movies with Adam Sandler. I really like that actor, even though I don't really know how the movie she's in, but you know. But she is really famous for her part in Friends, and I really do like her. But what happens is in Leprechaun is that these people steal Leprechaun's gold, and then he wants his gold back. So he kills everyone to go and get it back. So it's like, I don't know, it was made in the 90s. So maybe that's why I didn't like it. I didn't really enjoy it as much because I'm not a fan of those older movies. So, yeah. You have According to Greta. I gave that a 7 out of 10. It is on Tubi. It has Hilary Duff, and that's why I watched it because I really enjoy that actor. And I'm going to be honest, if you guys do get triggered by suicide talk or like suicide in general, don't watch it because just talk about it. This girl, she's suicidal, and then she basically goes to the summer live with her grandparents, and just kind of like lives through not like her parents don't really tell her what to do. You can do whatever you want, and then her grandparents have rules. So it's like she does that, and she's funny, but she does talk about ways she wants to do it, you know. So that's okay. 7 out of 10. So the next one I got is Cube. I gave that a 4 out of 10, and it is again on Tubi. It is basically Saw before Saw. So basically what happens is these people get trapped in this big cube. And what happens is they have to try and escape the cube, but also there's like different rooms in the cube. So they have to try and figure out what rooms have traps in them and what rooms don't have traps in them. And it was an autistic kid. If you guys don't know, I have a brother who has Down syndrome. So when there's like autistic kids and they say the R-word or they're very disrespectful and mean to the kids just because they have the disability, that's when I get upset. So they do bully the autistic kid and they do say the R-word. So I wasn't a fan of that. And the ending was really weird and I didn't like it. So, okay. We have Thunder Force. That is 6.5 out of 10. It is really good. The lady who's in Ma, she plays in it. I really like that actor. So it's kind of like a superhero movie, but like adult version and not like all that kiddie stuff. But it's like these mutants and they're bad and it's been like terrorizing the world. So this person goes and gives her and her friend superpowers to try and fight the bad mutants. It sounds dumb, but it's really good. It's a nice family movie to go watch. So just do that. It's on Netflix. We have the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I give that a 5 out of 10. I watched it on Tubi. I did not like it. I like the remake 10 times better. Again, I'm not a fan of the older movies, so maybe that's why. I just didn't like it. But we have this group of friends who go to this house, and then clearly Leatherface is there, and then he torments them. So, I'm not the biggest fan of it, but if you guys want to go ahead. We have Legally Blonde. Give that a 10 out of 10. That one's on Netflix. I really love this movie, you guys didn't know. It's my favorite movie of all time. Basically we have Elle Woods. Boyfriend breaks up with her because she's not smart enough, so she goes, applies herself to Harvard, and tries to show that she is smart. So it is good, it's funny, it's hilarious, it's a really good family movie. So go watch it. I even bought this movie on DVD because how much I love it. And then we have VHS 2. That is a 7 out of 10. I think because I understood the whole point of it, like it was all different stories, maybe that's why I got a better rating. Because I understood it and it was a tiny bit better, but it's the same thing. It's not the same thing. It's like these people go and look because this person went missing, so they go into the person's house to try and find out why he went missing, and then he has his tapes. So of course they watch the tapes, see what is on it. So it is good. There is a part with dog cruelty, and just if you don't, I had to skip that entire like story of it because I just couldn't watch it. So there's that. But it's on Tubi. We have See No Evil. I gave that 8.5 out of 10. It was on Tubi, but they took it off. It is really good though. Like if you guys want to go and be like, should I rent it? Like, is it good enough to rent? It is good enough to rent or buy, whatever you guys want. But it's good. We have these like prisoner people, probably kids, and then juvie. and they go to this hotel to clean up, make it like to make it a shelter, and then we have this person who lives there, and he just kills them all, chases them, torments them, sends them, but it is really good. And there's like a twist at the end, which is awesome. And then we have See No Evil 2, 7.5 out of 10. Wasn't a fan of it. I wasn't a fan. It was just a little slow, a little bit more boring. Basically the same things as at the hospital. Not hospital, a morgue. So, yeah. Okay, now we have Sharknado 3, and I gave that 6.5 out of 10, and I've watched the first and second one, I don't know when, a long time ago. But basically this is after the second Sharknado. And then I think this one takes place in Orlando, so it's just a Sharknado. I don't know what else to watch it. The whole series is good, so I just spent an entire, an entire week just watching all the series. So it is good. They're all on Amazon Prime, so go watch them. Then we have Sharknado: The Fourth Awakens. Give that a 5.5 out of 10. That one takes place 5 years after the last Sharknado, and they got better equipment to try and get rid of the Sharknadoes, but then these are different Sharknadoes. There's an oil one, a fire one, a cow one. There's all these different ones. So it's different. And then we have Sharknado 5, Global Swarming. I gave that one a 6 out of 10. Basically what happens is the son Gil gets trapped in a Sharknado, and somehow he's still alive in it. So what they do is they want to track the Sharknado and try and find the son. So they go into different places like England, Egypt, all these other places, I don't remember. But Abby Lee Miller's in it from Dance Moms. A quick second, so yeah. Then we have the last Sharknado. It's about time to give that a 5 out of 10. I did not like it. It was all over the place. It didn't even stick to the plot of it. I had all my alarms go off, and I thought I turned them off for this video, but I guess not. But like I was saying, I hated the ending. So yeah. Okay, and now we have The Haunting of Molly Hartley. Got that one off of Tubi. Basically, we have Molly, and she must have died or something, or had a sickness. She was going to die. So the parents sold her soul to the devil, so she lived until she was 18. And then the mom, her 18th birthday was coming up, so the mom didn't want her soul to be given to the devil, so she has to kill her. She survives. And then what happens is that the devil does try to take her, so stuff happens to her. The guy who plays Nate, whatever his name is, Nate, I think his name is Nate Archibald, sounds good for me. And Gossip Girl, he is in it. It is a good movie. I gave it a 6 out of 10. We have Triangle. I give that a 5 out of 10. Watched it on Tubi. Did not like. It was boring. It was all over the place. It made no sense. I was confused the entire time. And then the ending, it made sense. But then I hated the ending. So, what happens is a group of friends go on a boat, and then it crashes, and then they go into a bigger boat to find out that it's haunted. So they die, and then it plays and plays and plays and plays all again. It's just one of those movies I really don't like. So, yeah. We have Bird Box. I gave that 6.5 out of 10. It was on Netflix. It was really big when it first came out. It's okay. I wasn't a fan of it. Sarah Paulson plays in it. I love her. She's my favorite. Basically, there's this thing, and when they see it, I guess it scares you so much you want to kill yourself. So these people are trapped in a house trying to survive and figure out what it is. And what happens is, it's going to be a big spoiler, but I do not like how in the beginning it shows the mom with the 2 kids on the boat swimming, and then it says 5 years before how it first happened, and then it goes back to them on the boat, and it goes that, so you can just tell that no one lives except for the mom and the 2 children. So I did not like that part, but it was good. There is a quick sex scene of someone. Machine Gun Kelly, he's in it, so guys like him. We have The Boy in the Striped Pajamas. It was on Netflix, but they took it off, so I bought it for $17. I give that 7.5 out of 10. Don't remember if I told you guys that. But it is a really famous movie. It is good. It's really famous for its ending because the ending is really sad. I'm not gonna lie. And if you guys have watched the Netflix version, I do encourage you guys to go watch and buy it or rent it or whatever, because the Netflix version is the shorter version, but if you buy it, it's an extended version. I guess with all deleted scenes in it, so you kind of get to see the kid's life before he moved, and you got to see a little sister really turn her back and become like, I don't know how to explain it, and like really enjoy Hitler and like be like, oh my god, he's so cool. So that part's awesome. If you guys do not know, the one who plays the main character in Sex Education, that is him. He plays the boy. But we do just have, it's World War II with the whole Holocaust. And then this kid, his family goes and moves because his father becomes a soldier. And then he goes to a concentration camp, like on the outside, and he meets this boy. And he doesn't understand what's going on. So it's good. They make a good friendship. It's just, the ending is really sad. A good family movie to watch is just grab some tissues. Okay. We have X-Men. I gave that a 7 out of 10. It's on Disney Plus to go watch. Everyone's heard of it. I've heard of it. I never knew what it was about, but I've heard of it. And I found the movies downstairs, and I was like, why not watch it? So I watched it, and we have all these mutants. We need the bad ones and the good ones, so they fight. And it's just, I guess this one's about like the world and trying to show the world that like they're not bad and trying to teach these mutants to understand. It's slow. It's a little boring, but it is good. I heard it gets better on the other movies, so I'll update you guys. Then we watched K through 12. That it's on YouTube for free, but I did buy the movie. I give that 9.5 out of 10. I don't know if people will call that a movie or not. It's Melanie Martinez, and when she came out with her album K through 12, she came out with a film to go with it. So it is really good. I really do encourage you to go watch it. That's it. Wrong Turn, the 2021 version, the new one. I'll get a whole review about how my feelings on it in a later video. 8.5 out of 10. I didn't stick to Wrong Turn, I'm gonna be honest. If you watch the first 6 movies and then watch this one, it has no connection at all. Like, I understand when you make a movie, you have to like change it up a little bit, but there was nothing about it. But it was good. It was a little bit long. It just kind of felt like it dragged on, but it was good. I feel like the ending, I can't tell if I like it or not. I watched it twice, and I don't understand if I like the ending or not, or I feel like we could have gone without it. Like, it could have just ended and been fine. It wasn't needed, but I feel like, can't tell if you like it or not. So, there's that. We have Barbie Fairytopia. That one's 10 out of 10. I like Barbie movies. I was watching a YouTube video and I was like, oh my god, Fairytopia looks so awesome, so I watched it. We have Alina. Basically, she's a wingless fairy. And what happens in Fairytopia, that is a disease going around with all the fairies, so she wants to try and stop the bad lady. It's a Barbie movie. It's on YouTube for free. If you have kids, well, if you're a kid, watch Barbie movies. They're the best. I'm 15 now, so I love them. So yeah. Then we have The Pursuit of Happiness. Give that a 7.5 out of 10. I think it's getting taken off Netflix, or it's off Netflix at the moment. I don't remember. But we have this dad, Will Smith, and his son, and the mom's like gone. What happens is he loses his job, so it's just really sad to watch the dad try to struggle to, one, get the job, and two, to like support his son and him. In the end, it's good. A nice fun movie. It is a little sad, so I might need to get some tissues. But yeah, you guys want some fun movies to watch, I think this video is great for them. Yeah, Secret Window. I have this movie on DVD, and I watched it, and it's awesome. 7.5 out of 10. Johnny Depp plays in it, and basically we have Mort Rainey, and he has like personality disorder. I don't wanna like get rid of like the biggest twist at the end. Basically, what happens is this person goes shooter, forgot his name, and he says that Mort stole his story. So now he's like trying like to show, no, I didn't steal your story. I didn't. This is my story. So then shooter terrorizes him, and there's just that. And then his wife cheated on him, and then she's with the ex. So then Mort is like, he's really funny. He's trying to dip in it. It's a little slow. Nothing really in it. It's good. The ending is good too. Not gonna lie. But I'm really mad as I watched later scenes, and I was like, oh my gosh, these ending probably makes perfect sense, and I wish they kept it, but they didn't, so whatever. We have Barbie and Chelsea, The Last Birthday. That one's on Netflix. I mean, my mom watched it with me because I'm so like my mom wants me to Barbie movies. I give it a 6 out of 10, but honestly, I feel like I should have stopped Barbie movies. I don't know when, but it's just the way they're making them now. It's just they're too much, and I feel like the older ones are way better. We have Chelsea. and she lost her birthday just because like a time day thing. So it went from 28th to the 30th, and she first lost her birthday. So then she wants to go into this forest to go make a wish to get her birthday back. So it's funny. It's a good movie. Fun movie if you're with your kids and you want to watch something. We have Spiral, the new Saw movie. It is in theaters still, or you can buy it for like $20 to rent. Give that an 8 out of 10. It's a new Saw movie. Really enjoyed it. They stuck to a Saw, which I was afraid that after long term they wouldn't stick to the original thing, but they did. They added some new things. And it really focused on Jigsaw killing bad cops because of police brutality. And then, I forgot the guy who does it, but the main character, I love him. He's awesome. It's really good, so watch it. And then we have Saw. Give that one 4 out of 10. I have all the movies on DVD. So I was like, after I watched Spiral, I was like, oh my god, I have to start binge watching Saw. So we have Saw, original. I feel like everyone's heard of them. I got like the first, like the 1 through 8 pack, like all the movies, for like $25 at Walmart. Basically, we have Lawrence Gordon and then Adam, and they're stuck in his bathroom, and they're trying to figure out like what they did, and then it's not that good. I gave it a 4 out of 10 for a reason. It just doesn't have that much in it, really boring, and I watched Saw for the traps. We have Saw 2, the second one. I give that 6.5 out of 10. That one was a lot better. We have these people, like different people, all in this like escape house. So it's like each trap designed for each person, and they have to like do the traps, get the antidote because like something in the house will like kill them in like 2 hours or whatever. And then it shows the police trying to figure out where it's going from because you can find like the live feed of it. And you see more about Jigsaw or John Kramer, and you kind of understand why he started doing what he does. But then Detective Matthews does beat up Jigsaw, John, and I couldn't watch it, so that is one part I really didn't like. But it is good. We have Long Term, the original 2003. 10 out of 10. It's awesome. I have it. I love all the movies. But basically, we have these friends go in the woods, and then we have 3 hillbilly cannibals who clearly can't feel pain chase them. And it's awesome. Now we have The Princess Bride. That one I watched with my family. It's a good family movie to watch. 10 out of 10. We have Buttercup, and then she falls in love with Wesley, but then he dies, quote unquote. But then what happens is like 5 years later, he comes back, not from the dead, but not from the dead. And then she gets married, and it's really good. It's a good movie. It's a nice family movie to watch because it has everything. It has like the action, it has the love, it has giants, it has like sword fights. It is really good. Really do recommend. It's on Disney Plus. And then I watched An Officer and a Gentleman. Give that 7 out of 10. I did like this movie, but at the same time I didn't. It was one of those movies where you can't tell if you like it or not because it's just like, yeah. But it's on Prime Video if you have Amazon Prime. Basically, we have this guy, and when I tell you the guy, his name is Zach Mayo. Fine, I tell you, he's freaking fine. But he goes into the military, like, for, like, the ships. I forgot what it's called. But it just shows that, and then it shows him and his friend, and they find, like, ladies. So it does have some sex parts, not gonna lie. But if you're okay with watching some parts with your parents, then it's a good family. But that's basically everything I watched this May. All 40 movies I've watched. If you guys enjoyed this video, I feel like I have something I want to say, but I don't know what else to say. I'm out of school now, well, but I will be being able to upload more. So, try it again every 2 weeks.